welcome again to the bonus room. I'm Lewis.
And I'm Holly.
And another concept in our behavioral physics.
Exploration.
Exploration, yes, very good word, thank you. I would like to explore is the concept of elliptical orbits. And elliptical orbits are found throughout the universe. And
not just in planets and stars and galaxies.
Right, correct. And it escapes me right now. I don't know if it was Hubble. Somebody, scientist, once they defined the fact that these orbits are elliptical, then the stars kind of fell into place, and we were able to more accurately track their movements. But once again, I'd like to, as our behavioral physics discipline, I would like to take that and apply it to human existence. And thankfully and gladly, I have reached an age where I feel like my energy is on an elliptical path, and I've eclipsed that apex, so I'm kind of turning the corner to come back around and complete my lifespan, which I do believe is an elliptical energy that resides in me and resides in all of us. And you know, as I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking, okay, well, what has made me understand that I've really turned that corner? And you know, you've been with me for several years, and you know that I've never been one to look back. I'm always moving forward in what I'm doing and thinking about what's next, what's out there, but lately, as I've approached the half-century mark in Earth years, I've noticed that there are songs on the radio or smells or sights, anything that take me back mentally. It's like I shoot back along this wormhole, and my mind is back in a time when I was a kid playing Little League Baseball, and I can smell the dirt, and I can hear the people that I grew up with and the guys and girls that I played baseball with, and it's really fascinating to me. So in my mind, you know, it seems like, you know, I'm building this ellipse, and all along those points are memories, and I finally eclipse that apex so that I can reflect back on those times more readily. And I do find myself hitting several different points, and they're random, but they're always generated by something, a smell or a sight or a song on the radio.
So you're propelled.
Yeah,
into a crystal clear.
Exactly, a consciousness almost, and of where I've come from, which is, well, I wouldn't change a day in my life. But you know, as I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking about Einstein's wormholes, and that's how I feel. I feel like I shoot back, at least mentally, back to that time, and all the things that were stimulated in my mind then are stimulated in my mind now.
So you think it's something with the energy pulling you back?
It may be. It may be the universe's energy, and
slingshot you around that.
Yeah. And I'm completing my orbit, my lifespan. So, yeah, and it's an appreciation for all that has come before, so that I can build that next leg of that my lifespan. And you know, it's also trying to think through and explain human behavior. It's also made me think, okay, is this what men go through specifically when men go through a midlife crisis? And I can't speak to women, maybe you could speak to that, but you know, men are notorious for going through a midlife crisis and trying to act younger, and they may start dating younger women or whatever it is they're doing to manifest that. And I've kind of came up I came up with a, along this ellipse, you've got a scale, which is all those memories. And if you leave those memories at their point in time, I refer to that as the appreciation scale. You appreciate those times. And by appreciating those times, you can more clearly move forward into your life as you age and appreciate the aging that you're going through. But I've also thought about it and thought, well, if a man my age is trying to reach out to that spot on that ellipse, which is represented, by his life, if he's trying to pull those memories toward him, he's chasing them. That's more of a chasing scale. That he's trying to take that scale that represents his life and bring it into the current, which is, I feel, unhealthy. And like I said, that's just kind of these are the thoughts that I go through. You know me, I spend a lot of time thinking.
Well, and I feel like I see women do it too. I see women who are, as we say, of a certain age, and they are dressing like their teenage daughters, and they're trying to get that feeling back. Because we all have good feelings at some point in our lives, and if we're reaching back to when we felt good about ourselves, or we feel like if I could just get back there, you couldn't pay me enough money to go back and re-experience anything. I think it's just fine where it is.
Yeah.
But I think women do reach back and are still chasing.
So we all chase it, and I'm just kind of thinking out loud, but it seems like we all chase it. We all go through this. And again, this is not hard and fast definitions. These are just kind of the thoughts that I have as I've gone through my life, and I realize that my energy and my lifespan is basically an elliptical lifespan, and I've turned that corner, and I'm heading into the forming the back half of my life, which is a good thing. I'm embracing it, but I'm trying to understand it as well. The thoughts that go through my head. And
so realizing this, how is this going to benefit you, do you think? Understanding that instead of chasing your memories, just appreciating them, how is it going to benefit you as you finish your ellipse?
Well, as I finish my ellipse, how it's going to help me is that I can look at those around me, and I don't like separating the population. I think we've discussed that before in other shows, but I'll look at the older generation, and I know there are some young people out there that would look at us as the older generation, but there are people out there older than us, and I look at them, and I think I have a greater appreciation for them, their life, what they've gone through. I can look at them and go, wow, I can only imagine what got them to this point in their life, good or bad. I mean, it may be an old homeless person, or it may be, a very wealthy older person, retired in Florida at the beach somewhere. But it's just gaining that appreciation for not only my life and what I've gone through, but those around me, and kind of understanding where they are along this ellipse. And the struggles, because it's the energy in the universe that affects us all. And if we understand that better, we understand each other better.
True.
I hope. That would be my hope.
Well, we're about out of time again, Lewis.
All right.
Once again, we've used up our time, I think, wisely.
Yeah, thank you for the great conversation. And join us next time in the bonus room.
Certainly, and look for us on Facebook and continue the conversation there if you'd like. Have a great day. Keep talking.